Crispy cinnamon rolls in 10 minutes? Yes, please. Watch this video and I'll show you how to make them. Oh, these are really crispy. Listen to this. That's good. Okay guys, what you're going to need is icing sugar, that's for dusting and decorating on the top. Sugar, cinnamon, that's for the inside of the cinnamon roll. Puff pastry, I bought it rolled up here, and an egg. Whisk up your egg, just get your fork in there and go round and round in little circles like this. You're trying to just get a bit of air into it, but all you need to do is really mix it up into a nice eggy mixture. So this is going to be used to stick our puff pastry together, and it's also going to be used to glaze the top of the cinnamon rolls. So I'm just going to make 4 of these. You don't have to make the whole amount of pastry. So I think I'll need about that much to make 4. So I'm just going to cut this off and then I'll show you what to do next. Right, the next bit is you need to mix cinnamon and sugar together. You want about half the cinnamon to the sugar. So if you do 3 tablespoons or 3 teaspoons like this of sugar, you need half the cinnamon. So it'd be 1.5 cinnamon, 3 sugar. Then that just gets spread onto your pastry. All right, so just spread it out as much as you can. And then we're going to use the egg to seal around the edges. So now I've spread the cinnamon out, I just need to get the egg around the edges here. So what I'm going to do is just use my fork, or probably a spoon is better. Take a spoon and just add a little bit of egg around all the outside of your pastry. And that will help when we roll it up. Okay, I've got the mixture on there. So now what I need to do is just roll this up, cut it using the knife, and then pop it onto my baking tray. Okay, I've got them on a tray. As you can see, they don't have to be super neat. Get yourself the rest of the egg and just brush a little bit onto each one. Don't drown them, just a little bit is fine. You just need to add a little bit of egg to make it go nice and brown in the oven. That needs to go in at 180 degrees and you need to put them in for about 15 minutes. If you're using a fan oven, it's 180. If it's not a fan oven, then 200 should be good. 15 minutes, I would recommend. Top tip here, if your oven is not hot, do not put them in. The oven needs to be nice and hot. So preheat the oven to at least 180. If you put them into a cold oven, they will not rise properly. They need to go into a really hot oven straight away. Okay, it's icing sugar time. It's up to you how much you make. I normally do about 50 grams of icing sugar, something like that. So put some icing sugar in a little beaker and add a tiny drop of water. So I would put the water on the spoon and just put a couple of drops in and stir it. It's too easy to flood it if you just get your kettle and pour a load in or stick it under the tap. So just use a spoon and add a couple of drops. You're looking for something like PVA glue consistency. So not watery, but not too thick either. Just sort of in between the two, a bit like runny glue. Okay, these are a bit hot from the oven. I'd leave them for about 10 minutes. But basically, they should have laminated nicely. They're only small, they're just like little snack ones, so it's a good size. I like to add a little bit of butter and some icing sugar for decoration. So let's do that now. So just add a small amount of butter. You'll find it melts in quite easily if you do this when it's warm. And that will go into the pastry and give it a really nice buttery flavour. Little tip here, put them next to each other for the next part because you want to get the icing sugar on the buns, not on the tray. So take your spoon of icing sugar and just let it drizzle over the buns. Maybe this is a little bit thick and you go backwards and forwards like this. If my icing sugar was a little thinner, it would come off a bit more easily. But I will show you what it looks like once I've decorated them. There we go, perfect. Just drizzle the icing all over and enjoy. Lovely. Thanks for watching. Oh, these are really crispy. Listen to this. That's good.